I think true confidence comes from you not having to show yourself out, right? Ultimately, right? Not having to convince people. It should just be natural. And then people view it and then they're like, that's strength, right? But when you're throwing it in my face, hey, look, I'm confident. Hey, look, I'm confident. I'm assuming you're not confident. You're just trying to put on this facade, right? Don't make it look so obvious. Finesse. What happened to finesse? Finesse it. People don't finesse anymore. She came to the Lakers game with her ass cut out, jiggling that stuff. And yo, I'm sorry, but those Rikishi jokes, they had me weak, man. Because like I used to watch wrestling a lot, and like I honestly, the first thing I thought was Rikishi myself, and then I did the thing. I did the cardinal sin. I looked into the comment section, and I lost it. I was out of breath. That's funny. It's not good to make fun of people, but that was funny. I have to be straight up. But she shouldn't have been doing that. It wasn't the right area.
Roy, take us back to confidence. I like that word.
Confidence, man. Confidence.
How do you like? I know you're personally. I know you for some time now, and you're a very confident individual. Because you set yourself out to win, guys. That's what it comes down to. You have high standards.
That plays into it too. You gotta know what you want. You want to strive for what you want. Like, for example, I always wanted to make a podcast. We actually had to go to a couple of hurdles just to get it on the road, but I stuck to it, kept bugging him, man. He's a busy person, man. Kept bugging, got all the information, got the name, everything, and here we are doing our first episode. And a lot of people have issues maybe being on camera, have issues speaking, and they're shy and whatnot, and that's just, it's natural. So not everyone is an extrovert. Some people are very introverted, but how would I word it? If you want to learn how to, I guess, be confident, you need to come out your comfort zone. That's the first step. Whether it goes bad or good, you need to be okay with coming out of your comfort zone, being okay with bringing yourself out there, and then taking that criticism and being able to hold it and learn from it. Not look at it as anything negative, whether they're being negative, whether it's productive, positive, or what's it called? I can't remember. Criticism, basically, right?
You know what it is? Like, we all have our inner critic inside our head. You know, that voice that says, you can't do it. I mean, why you? Like, oh, forget about this, forget about that. You gotta literally mute that critic inside your head and see yourself as you want it to be and take it from there.
I wouldn't never necessarily say mute it, and maybe it's just me. I'm my worst critic. I wouldn't be able to explain to you the magnitude how much I can like beat myself up in a good sense, where I kick myself in the butt kind of to get myself going or whatever it is I'm trying to aspire for. And I think that helps, because what can anyone else say to you that you haven't already said to yourself, right? So if you already beat yourself up about something in a hopefully a positive sense, right? Just like, you're trying to go to the gym and you keep loafing on it. You're not doing it. You say this day, you say it's that day, and then you beat yourself up. You have to, because at that point it's too easy. You're being too lenient on yourself. You want to beat yourself up a bit, make yourself feel bad, so you feel the urge to want to change that, so you don't have to beat yourself up. And then from there, if someone else tries giving you a perspective on that and may be negative, what the heck is what they're saying any worse than what you told yourself? You're almost preparing yourself for the worst, right? You're preparing yourself for that criticism. So I think there's a balance between both. You want to obviously not be too negative where you're hurting yourself, but enough where you're kicking yourself in the butt to be productive. And confidence is something ultimately you work your way into. From different aspects, right? Whether it's trying to talk to your significant other or future to be significant other, or just being assertive, being able to be comfortable asking for what you believe you deserve, right? Whether that's in the job force or I don't know, if you're trying to get a good position on your sports team or whatever it is. If you feel like you're adequate for the job, ask, be forward. Nothing's worse than you not saying anything and just, it's a no right there. There's nothing. You didn't give it a try, so nothing came out of it. What's true. Worse than nothing, right? Nothing is nothing. So even if it's 1% more, that's more than nothing. So just do it, So
everyone deals with it differently. I know me and you were talking about this before, but how I deal with it, if I have something bothering me, I usually like to write it down on a piece of paper and then look at it, read it, try to come up with solutions, because that way it's not in my head anymore. It's on a sheet of paper in front of me, and if I want to take a lighter and set that paper on fire, boom, all that shit's gone. All of it.
All of it.
Gone.
Finito. Finito, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a finito, man. And this is a good segue into the next part, and it will be New Year's resolutions.